definitely feel super self-conscious, uncomfortable, not myself when I have to get myself into some formal wear. I find shopping for formal wear just a fucking ball ache. I hate it. I don't feel like me dressed up. I don't feel like me super smart, super formal in like some gown or something. I think it really contradicts what I'm about. That kind of put together, really smart thing, really super duper like feminine and ladylike. Like it just doesn't bode well. I don't feel comfortable, and I think that has a lot to do with obviously my style and also the way I kind of look anyway. I hate saying it, but one would deem myself as a slightly alternative lady. I've got tattoos, piercings, I've had colourful hair. You know, I'm one of those grebos. And so when you're a grebo, it is hard to feel comfortable in formal wear. I don't know, I just don't like it. I've always found it a struggle. I've had to go to events, when I go to like weddings, like formal occasions, I do struggle in that department trying to find something to wear. I don't enjoy it. But I've set myself the task to find some dresses, some styles to actually, you know what, I feel good in this and I look pretty decent, I look pretty smart. And I thought I would make this video for anyone that has got any weddings coming up, any like summer occasions, anything where you have to be particularly formal, but you are like me in the same boat, you look like this and you dress, you know, a bit different. And B, just also don't want to feel like a fucking knobhead. Right, I just feel like I'm on a pedestal. I feel really out of place. I don't feel myself. I feel just like, I don't know. But I found some pieces online that I really super love, really comfortable in and smart in, and yeah, didn't have to like compromise feeling myself at all. So let's go straight into it. Dress number one has probably got to be my favourite one. It is from a brand called Religion London. I think this was the most expensive out of them, ranging around £100 mark. But it was my favourite and I felt the most great in it. And it is this red long number, which has got like different layers of see-through material. And it's a rust, it's more like an orangey red, with these sort of polka dots over, which somewhat could look like kind of splodgy leopard print in a way, because there's sort of a multitude of different hoops and rings in there. And then the bottom of it is all just jagged. It's not straight line, and I love that. And I put it on and I thought, fuck, I feel amazing in this. It's absolutely gorgeous. The way it flows, the way it sits, all these different frilly bits here just being all floaty and free, and the bottom being all jagged. It's a very kind of rock star dress, I feel. Quite a romantic kind of look to it. Wild, free, and I think that's why I like it. It's got like that kind of discord, that kind of jagged, unconformed, but it's still very beautiful and still very feminine and still just bloody nice. I paired that up with these vagabond shoes, which at first you think, oh, they're a bit fucking ugly, Helen. But I don't know, I feel like they're a nice ugly shoe. They've got like, the bottom of them have the heel, which looks like this, which is this sort of tortoise shell look, and they are this creamy leather that just works really nicely together. Then I just wore this little bag that I got from Nasty Girl, which is like this patent croc skin with a little ring there. Job done, felt fabulous in that. Absolutely loved it, probably my favourite. Now when it comes to like feeling comfortable in like a dress or something that's relatively feminine, I think for my style, having tattoos, I prefer to have attributes like having lace, like something that quite shows off like my figure, like my assets, like my ass. And I picked this dress because I think it sort of ticked a few boxes. It's super girly and super pink, but it's quite sexy, and I like that. And it is just this, it's from a brand called Love Triangle, and it's this off-shoulder lace number with almost like a fishtail bottom. It goes around the butt real nicely. It's got a tie around the waist. It's got this almost like fishtail effect at the bottom, which sort of swoops around, dipping down the back there. And I think it's just super sexy and super nice. And I feel it kind of very much juxtaposes this very feminine sort of look with the kind of edginess of my tattoos, stereotypes, but it still remains kind of sexy and feminine. And I feel like, yeah, for me, this is something that I feel comfortable in and confident. I just felt really like, and I wore this. I went a bit OTT with the kind of with the pink with this. These little croc skin little shoes, which tie around the ankle, peep toe, Really comfortable height. I've got wide feet, so I will just say this did fuck up my toes a bit. They were quite narrow there, so if you've got wide feet, maybe these aren't the option, but they are super nice. Then I went for a bag that wasn't black in this sort of like dusty pink colour with this sort of rattan wood detail here and a gold chain. I'm definitely going to keep this because everything I own is black. All my bags are black basically, so I feel like I need to add a little bit of neutral sort of colour in there. This is where I feel like I'm cranking it up on the wacky spectrum. So I went for this, which is this blue, navy and orange. I love that colour combo already. Leopard print dress, which is a very deep V. You're gonna need someone on titty patrol if you get this dress, but it's really fucking nice. It's quite short in like this like froofy ruffle skirt. I wish I knew fashion terminology properly to describe things, but I don't. I think my languages are better. And it's quite short, it's quite cute. It's got long sleeves though, so I guess that kind of balances it out a little bit, and the sleeves are elasticated, so they kind of create that sort of balloon effect on the arms, which is really nice. Love that. That comes with a tie, but I ditched the tie and I just went for a belt instead. Generally when it comes to like things that come with a tie around the waist, I ditch them because I don't really like ties. I prefer to use my own belt unless the tie is like stitched into the dress. And I wanted to go a little bit more cray with the shoes, like to, you know, double print that up. And I've just got these like yellow snakeskin little sandals, which are just fucking rad. So they wrap round the ankle, and I just thought, you know what, like you can still be formal and express yourself. You can still be a little bit crazy, a little bit wacky. And what I think about when I think, oh my God, is this gonna be too much? Is I think about the red carpet for a movie or for like an award ceremony, right? And you think of all the fucking cool rock stars, all the pop singers that are coming out in these absolutely crazy outfits that are just awesome out there. And they look great, and they're going to an award ceremony, which is like a formal event. And I just think, you know what, if they're wearing it, then I can wear it. So it doesn't always have to be plain Jane, super restrictive, you know. Sometimes you just want to let loose and still feel really smart. So I wore that combination and I loved it. This is probably my least favourite. It's something that I wouldn't normally wear per se, but I was just sort of thinking, you know what, let's try something a little bit different. And I think it still works. And it is like a bodycon. It's a bodycon longish dress. Fishtail again at the bottom. Look at that bottom on that. Whoa. And it's very figure hugging. And I just think that this is, if you favour like darker colours, if you're like all about the goth life, then this would be perfect. I think it's just super vampy. Sexy. Front of it twists there just over the boobs, so it creates like a nice like movement there across the boobies. I just think it's really nice, and I think it is pretty sexy for a girl with tats, sleeve, whatevs, a lot of tattoos. I think it's very rock and roll. I hate sounding really cliche, but this is why you're here, I suppose. Wear that with a belt around the middle as well if you want to. And I just wore it with these little croc skin pointy, everything is like got animal print or like a skin print on it. Pointy little shoes, they're perfect. I'm gonna keep these because they are just a great all-rounder, like perfect. They'll go with anything, any occasion. You know, I've been pairing this bag up with a few things as well, which is just my Rebecca Minkoff. It's actually what I'm using every day at the moment. It's got all my money in, my lipstick. So yeah, this is a perfect little bag. So anything like this, small, sweet chains, chain life. This dress is a perfect day to night dress. I wore it actually out at the pub. You can kind of cash it down, but I definitely feel like it's still got the formality to wear it for a wedding. And it's this maxi zebra print dress with a tie that ties, a really thick tie that ties around the front to create like a boop, like a nice detail there. And it's kind of like it's quite a thick material. It's just, and it's got like V at the top of the back. Really easy to wear. I wore it with these little platforms. Shoes that again they tie around with these big buckles on them, and you could wear them with a higher heel, you could wear them with a sandal, or if you want to wear them in the daytime, bung on a pair of trainers. I think it's just really cool, versatile dress that would tick quite a lot of boxes. There is one more dress that I didn't actually feature in my lookbook, but it arrived too late to film, which is annoying, but I really want to show it, so I might just show it anyway. It's a little bonus. And it's this one from Glamorous, and it is this silk maxi dress with split legs. And I mean, I'm a bit scared of stuff like this because I think anything satin or silk is just going to hang off all my lumps and bumps and just kind of look slightly atrocious. But I actually feel really good in this, and I think because it's silky, anything silky or satin adds that formality, adds the kind of smart aspect, makes it a little bit more than just a day dress, I think. So this would be great for a wedding. I would totally wear this for a wedding. I need some more invites though, and not just ones that I'm filming. Yeah, I would wear this with probably the black heels or the black sandals. I topped with an oversized leather jacket, just because I think that, like the biker jackets especially, they have that kind of like blazer collar, don't they? And A, they look fucking rad, and B, it's warm, and C, it's cool, and D, you can't really go wrong with a leather jacket. Again, you could argue and say that they're not smart enough, they're not formal, they hold too many connotations of being this or that or whatever, but you know what, screw it. I think they look cool. I find, yeah, wearing a jacket with these kind of things difficult as well. I think I'd probably go for a leather jacket or some kind of boxy blazer to wear on top of this sort of shit. And then obviously you can accessorize with like big sunglasses, have a bright red lip, some really funky jewelry on, or like your sunnies. It's just about adding the you and the essence of you into these kind of outfits, and don't feel afraid of feeling like you're crossing the line. Grab a nice formal dress and then just roll with that, work with that. There's nothing wrong with adding a bit of pizzazz, a bit of you to these outfits. This is totally the kind of shit that I would wear for a wedding or a summer occasion or a night occasion or a ball, a party, an event. Yeah, so that is that, everyone. I hope you enjoyed. Also, Spare Room's had a little bit of a facelift, just a little one. Thank you for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye!
Hilarious. Action. Oh fuck. Go.
Man in it. Having a pee in a hedge.
Having a squat.
Oops.
Had a pee.
Had a pee. Going into a wall. To be fair, I'm pretty... Filming.
Yeah. Waiting for my dream man.
Where is he? Oh, don't say, oh, oh. Yeah. Oh,
Ventriloquist dummy. Go. Low.
In the sea. In the sea. It's not sea, it's a river.
Shake and have it.
Sassy.
Work it.
Work that, baby.